Guys, I am back and today I'm going to be doing the first update to my 20 in 2024 project pan, and I have a very exciting update today. I have decided to roll in a couple of products and I have one product being rolled out. So without further ado, let's hop straight into the progress. Just gonna go in kind of the order I apply them to my face. We have my Elizabeth Mott Thank Me Later Face Primer Blurring Broad Spectrum SPF 30. Last month I was up here and this month I'm down here. So I do think that I really only have 2 or 3 months left of this product. I've been liking it. I take maybe like the size of 2 peas and spread that starting in the center of my face and then take it around. I don't use this as my only sunscreen. I will wear either a moisturizer with SPF or a sunscreen under it, but it doesn't pill or like mix poorly with other products, which I really like. And it has a little teeny tiny bit of like a sheen to it. I don't find that it's particularly blurring. Yeah, you can kind of see there's like a little bit of a sheen there. You can still see that I have pores and like texture on my forehead. It's not like a filter, but I think it sits nicely under makeup. So it's not my favorite, but it's also not my least favorite primer. Most blurring primers, I feel like they just make my makeup look worse, to be completely honest. So for a blurring primer, I think it looks pretty nice. Then I have my Tarte Maracuja Juicy Glow. I was up here last month and I think I'm down here this month where it bends. I am having a hard time marking this just because the packaging is pretty opaque and it's hard to squeeze all the air out of it. So I think I'm about here, but I'm not too sure with the markings on this one. I'll mark it with a little bit of nail polish when I'm done filming this video after to see if it does settle any more than this. But this is going fine. I've been mixing it with another product, my NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop concealer in the shade Pale. I've also been mixing it with my Exa color corrector a couple of times just to test that out because I'm definitely going to run out of this concealer before I run out of this foundation. So I've been experimenting to see what I might use in place of this concealer. It's fine. It's not my favorite foundation, but I think it looks nice once I mix it with something and it takes down the glitteriness of it. So I'm happy to get this used up because I did spend money on it and I'm too lazy to return it. So that brings me to my NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop concealer. As you can see, there's lots of lines and windowing. This is pretty empty. I took out the stopper. There's a little bit down at the bottom that I still need to get, and I've been just wiping a little bit off on the back of my hand and then mixing it in with this every time I do my makeup. And I think it works pretty well. The next step is definitely going to be to take a makeup spatula and really get in there and get every last little drop of this out. I'm really proud of myself for finding a way to use that up because I had no clue how I was going to do that. Then my next product is my the Creme Shop Eyebrow Pom Pom. I'll insert a picture of what this was looking like last month. I'm pretty sure I took a picture. And then this is what it is looking like this month. Really the only notable difference is I've been using this bit so you can see kind of where I've dug in at this bottom part. And yeah, this is definitely going to be a slow going product, but I'm hoping I can just kind of work my way across and have a little bit more glass peeking through each time. So you can see the glass there, and next month hopefully there'll be a little bit more glass showing through and more and more and more throughout the year. And the next product is going to be my Tarte Park Avenue Princess bronzer in the shade Angles. It's from the big palette, but since this blinds everyone, I've pulled the pan out. I'm going to insert what it was looking like last month. I don't think that I've made a ton of progress. There's definitely a dip in the center, and along the edges you can see that there's been product used up out of this. I've been using a really big fluffy brush to pick up the product so I can apply it relatively lightly, and I think that although that creates a nice finish, it's not the most effective way to use this up. Since I'm panning so many eyeshadows, I'm not going to be reaching into this as a crease shade as of right now, but if I hit pan on some of the browns in my eyeshadow project pans, then I might be tempted to dip into this with a crease brush. But for now, I'm just going to keep working on it. I do have a little dip. I use this almost every time I do my makeup. I didn't bring this with me on my trip. I actually didn't bring most of these products with me on my trip except for these two. So progress has been hit or miss this month, but of the weeks that I have been doing my makeup at home, I've been using this a lot, and I do think that pan will probably come within the next 6 months, probably not within the next like 2 or 3. Then the next product is a very exciting update. This is my Lorac blush in the shade Chroma. My goal was to use it 30 times, and today is my 30th use. This is a really pretty color. I like these mauve tones, especially in the winter. So this has been really easy to dip into. I think it creates a nice flush on the cheek. If I build it up a little bit too much, it can look almost like a bruise. Because it's got that purple undertone, but I do think it is very nice as long as I'm not too crazy with it. There's absolutely no visible progress. This blush is quite firmly pressed, so it doesn't ever kick up a lot of product when you dip a brush or your finger into it, and I could probably use this 3 million times and not hit pan, which is why that was not my goal for this product. So this is going to be rolling out, and I will roll in some new products at the end of this video. Then the next product is my Cargo Swimmables eyeliner in the shade Karen Beach. This is so little. This will definitely be used up by next month. I will insert a picture of what the progress from last month to this month is looking like. But as you can see, this is really little. There's barely any actual usable product, and it's getting hard to sharpen. So I think I only have 1 or 2 more sharpens. I definitely wouldn't have gone through this so quickly if it wasn't so old. It's crumbled a little bit, and I've tried to smush the product back into the hole a little bit to use it. But I am happy that I am actually using it instead of waiting until it gets so crumbly that I can't use it at all. Then the next product is my Laura Mercier Caviar Stick in the shade Au Naturel. And I'll insert a picture of what the progress is looking like. This is a nice, just like light brown color. I've been using this as a sticky base before going in with shimmers on my lid. I got a good amount of progress doing that this past month, more so than I did some months with my Cargo Swimmables shadow stick last year. So, but if I continue at this kind of progress, it'll take me all year to finish this up. So I'm going to try and experiment with some ways on how to use more of it, but I don't like going in with this before I go in with matte eyeshadows because I feel like the shadows are really hard to blend and they look kind of gummy, like when you mix like powder and liquid together, that kind of like cakey stickiness. So I'm thinking maybe there's got to be another way to use this that will be better. Also, maybe I'll just need to reach for it more. I definitely forget to use this sometimes. If I'm in a rush, I don't use this. I just go straight in with eyeshadow. So that might be the way to get this used up. And I forgot to swatch the eyeliner, but it's this nice purpley color. I just wear it in my waterline, and that's been working really well for me. And then my last product is the Peter Thomas Roth Clinical Skincare Irish More Mud Purifying Black Mask. Have not used this once. I need to put this in a different spot on my skincare because it's with the rest of my masks, and that's why I think I forget it. But maybe if I set it with my moisturizer, then I'll remember, because then when I go to moisturize, I can be like, oh, I'm gonna mask before. So that's gonna be my goal for this upcoming month. Put it somewhere else, figure out where's the best place to put it in order to actually use it. Then I am rolling in 4 products. So I know I've got a lot going on in this project pan, but because I don't have any other project pans going on at the moment for like face and cheek products. I do want to have just like a little array. So one product is from the products I wanted to pan in 2024 video. I will have that linked down below. And this is my Revlon Kiss Balm in the shade Strawberry, Fresh Strawberry. I don't really care for tinted balms like this, but I keep it on my desk and I just kind of apply it throughout the day when I'm not wearing makeup. So this is going to be in my project pan so that I am inclined to use it. I used up one in peach last year, and then I was working on this towards the end of last year and never really finished it. I don't have much left. And so I think I could definitely get this used up in a couple of months if I remember to use it and have it displayed prominently on my desk. Then the next product is also a product I wanted to pan in 2024. I know what year it is. This is my Stila Stay All Day Waterproof Liquid Liner. This is a little mini of it. I just have a lot of liquid liner minis and full sizes that I never use because I find it easier to do a wing with angled brush and either a creamy pencil liner or a shadow. So I kind of stopped using these altogether. There's a swatch of it, but I've been going in and doing a really thin line along my upper lash line some days, and then today I did a little bit of a thicker line and I blended it into my crease. And even when I am using this, I'll still use this on my upper waterline, and I think it looks really nice and crisp. And I've got some stuff going on in February that will lead me to wearing lashes more. So this, I think, is a good time to roll this in because I will be reaching for a liquid liner a little bit more often. And it is a product I want to use up. I have no way of tracking this. Basically, the only way to track it is like how well it applies. So I might take a picture of like a swatch of it, and then next month we can compare to see if like it's looking less sharp or something. I don't know. That's just coming to my head. I wanted to replace my blush, and I've decided to do so with another mauve tone while we're still in this pinky February Valentine's Day winter vibe. And so I decided to go with the Bare Minerals Bounce and Blur blush in the shade Mauve Sunrise. This is a really pretty blush. I was wearing this a lot towards the end of the year last year when I finished off my mauve toned blush in my Hourglass Ambient Lighting Edit, and I think it looks really pretty. It's definitely a little bit, it almost looks coral when you put it next to a true mauve, but on the cheeks I think it looks more mauve on me. It's definitely kind of more of a neutral blush than the Lorac one. It never looks like a bruise. And it's so little, and I was just given another little mini of this, so if I could use this 25 times in the upcoming month, that would make me happy, and I think I will definitely have no problem hitting that goal. So yeah, 25 times for this product. And then I wanted to roll in a highlighter because I've been reaching for my old Pan That face palette just because it's in front of me, but I want to rotate through my highlighters as well. So I've decided to go with an easy one to use. It's so beautiful. My MAC Extra Dimension Skin Finish in the shade Double Gleam. And my goal is to use this 20 times because I've been using a eyeshadow and I pan those eyeshadows as a highlighter sometimes. So instead of wearing this every day for the next month, I thought 20 uses would be appropriate. This is a beautiful shade, but it is one of my paler highlights, so I think while I am on the paler side, this will be perfect. It just has that like almost wet shine, and I adore it, so I'm really excited to use this, and again, my goal will be 20 uses. So that is everything for today's video. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you liked it, please let me know down below, and I think I will have no problem using their respective number of uses. I think I'll have this used up, and then I'm hoping maybe to have my NYX concealer used up by next month. and then good progress on everything else. I've been doing my makeup pretty regularly and having no problem reaching for my Project Pan products, so I think with February, wearing makeup every single day, that should remain the same. So that is everything. I hope you're having an incredible, awesome day wherever you are, and that I get to see you in a future video. Thanks, guys!